More local news now. Afraid to walk outside. This after a number of women say they were followed and fondled. Those assaults have all happened in the same general area.
The latest one reported to police was last week on South Howell. Michele Fiore live on Milwaukee's South Side with more. Michele?
Well, in the latest case, the victim was walking down a dark street alone, but her attention wasn't on her surroundings. It was on her cell phone as she was texting. The crime has got people in Bayview a bit alarmed tonight. Ada Torres has lived near Lincoln and Howell for 20 years.
I actually like the area, but it does get scary at times.
Like a few years ago when two men tried to assault her. Two beat cops rushed to help, but the experience has left Torres looking over her shoulder.
I try not to travel alone, and when I have to, I make sure I carry my cane.
Makes sense when you consider the number of gropings in Bayview in the last 18 months. 12 total, 9 remain unsolved. Bayview has an upcoming trendy area with many bars and restaurants, but the latest attack happened here in a very residential spot several blocks away. The victim, a 29-year-old woman, describes being forcefully grabbed.
We had a 8-month lag in any reported similar occurrences of this type. And an obvious concern is that if this actor is about to reemerge, we just want the public to be aware of it.
I've lived here 44 years, and I never was scared like this before.
Today is like every other for Torres as she steps onto a city bus with the cane she uses for protection.
I mean, I can walk without it just fine, but it's when I know I have to be by myself and I'm traveling on the bus, yeah, I keep it with me.
Again, to clarify, 12 gropings in Bayview in the last year and a half. That they seem to stop. Now here we are 8 months later, and they have another one, and that's why police are getting the word out tonight about it. In all cases, the women were either walking or jogging alone, and in many cases, they were preoccupied with a cell phone. Live in Milwaukee, Michele Fiore, today's TMJ4.
Keep your head on a swivel, Michele. Thanks.
Again, the suspect is described as a white man between 30 and 35 years old. He's about 5'10", 200 pounds or 225 pounds. He is described as chubby. He was last seen wearing a dark gray hoodie and carpenter jeans with a hammer loop on those pants.